Were you ever in the war, Senator?
No.
Ahsoka carries on the tradition of Star Wars television programs by elaborating on the function of the New Republic in the galaxy. The Mandalorian has made a point of demonstrating how nearly useless the New Republic is. On Mandalore and in the Outer Rim, they allowed Moff Gideon do whatever he pleased. They did nothing even though Carson Teva warned them of the danger. Ahsoka has now developed this concept even more. Hera Syndulla is a leader of the rebellion and an active individual. She is engaged in a conflict that other prequel-era characters have repeatedly engaged in. One of the Galactic Republic's most ardent senators was Padme Amidala. When she was Queen of Naboo at an early age, she became active in interplanetary politics. Later, as a senator, she continued to battle for her people and all of the galaxy. She frequently fought back against timid and obstinate senators who cared more about their own interests than what was best for the country. Padme fought valiantly for a peaceful end to the Clone Wars, but she was unsuccessful due to the inaction of the politician and the bureaucracy that maintained them in power. The Galactic Republic Senate is immediately revealed in The Phantom Menace to be utterly useless. Instead of taking meaningful action, Chancellor Valorum refused to assist Naboo and instead deployed red tape and bureaucracy as stall strategies. In this, Padme's first Senate battle, she learned that, when it comes to genuinely assisting people, the wheels of power grind to a halt. Palpatine used this and put himself in a position of supreme authority. From there, he was able to take control of the whole galaxy and instigate the war that would completely destroy the Republic. Palpatine kept the galaxy at a standstill by using his influence and authority. Palpatine was Padme's worst enemy, unknown to her. He embodied everything she struggled with. He realized that by utilizing the politicians and their policies to do nothing, he might bring the entire galaxy to a standstill. Padme was defeated when she attempted to make peace with the Separatists. When Padme fought to cut the budget in clone manufacturing, she was defeated. Palpatine ensnared her in bureaucracy at every turn and took advantage of other senators' greed. Satine Kryze was put in her place and was nearly slain when she attempted any maneuvers in the Senate. In Revenge of the Sith, Padme said, "So this is how democracy dies," with thunderous applause. This is probably her most well-known statement. This was in response to Palpatine's proclamation that the Galactic Empire had begun. She realized the true meaning of an empire. For everyone in the galaxy, it signified the end of choice and free will. Years later, when Palpatine ultimately destroyed the Galactic Senate and assumed total power, her words would come to pass. The Senate's ongoing committees and procedures assured that nothing could be accomplished, and the New Republic is quickly returning to that pattern. Hera is merely searching for assistance in order to aid her companions and prevent a conflict from breaking out. Hera is aware of how dangerous Thrawn actually is. The majority of the rebellion was spared the merciless Grand Admiral, therefore they are unaware of Thrawn's true lethality. However, because the New Republic is still in its infancy, nobody wants to start another war. Only a small security force is left to defend the galaxy as a result of Mon Mothma's demilitarization policy. The galaxy no longer has a truly standing military. This was most likely done to dispel any notions of a military-led government, as well as to try to establish a permanent peace. The fear of coming off like the Empire really works against the New Republic. The senators reject Hera's request to form a small task force to assist Sabine and Ahsoka. Hera is even audacious enough to inquire about Senator Hamad Okshinov's participation in the conflict. She even goes so far as to say he was a coward who waited to see who would win. Hera clearly despises governmental meddling and is angry that those who don't comprehend the rebellion's sacrifices are now in charge of making decisions for everyone. The New Republic is already sinking into a pit of democratic despair even without Palpatine's influence. Senators' personal ambitions are taking control as they have already begun to impose themselves into positions of power. Hera and Padme were both strong, independent ladies. They were more interested in making progress than they were in endlessly debating a subject, in their opinion. It is possible that Hera will take matters into her own hands, as Padme frequently did. Hera won't stand idly by as her teammates engage in combat without her. Whether or not the Republic grants her permission, she will board the Ghost and leave. It has been stated that the only way decent people can allow evil to win is by doing nothing, and the New Republic is doing just that. They are enclosing themselves in processes and policies to distinguish themselves because they are afraid of turning into the Empire, but they are just losing their effectiveness. To combat government indifference, we need individuals like Hera and Padme. It is obvious why the First Order is able to seize control because to Ahsoka's emphasis on illustrating the influence of the New Republic on the galaxy. The New Republic's early administration was protected by procedural barriers after becoming quickly paralyzed by terror. In order to safeguard the galaxy and bring the Empire to its knees, Hera and Padme both engaged in combat with inactive countries.